What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and today we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning Terence Crawford's resume, but more specifically, the world rankings of his opponents over his last 5 fights on the night that they fought Bud. Guys, it's been a busy week, busy month for boxing. There's been some awesome fights that have been signed. And this weekend, we have to look forward to a couple good fights. We have Tim Tszyu versus Fundora, and on that undercard, Rolly Romero versus Pitbull. And I've been getting a lot of questions about some of the stat videos I've been doing with Strength of Schedule. And because of you guys, you've asked me to do world rankings. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. This stuff could get kind of tedious. So what I'm doing so far is keeping it at the fighter's last 5 fights, and we'll go from there. Something about Terence Bud Crawford we should talk about. We're doing the world rankings in the welterweight division. There are currently active 2,196 welterweights in the world. That's 147 pounds, and Bud is number 1. I feel like this is the best time to do this video because rumors are swirling that Bud will be fighting at 154 his next fight, so the numbers would be different if I waited. We are going to start with the Errol Spence Jr. fight and finish with the Mean Machine fight. If you could pronounce the Mean Machine's last name, Kavaliauskas. I probably butchered that, but you know who I'm talking about. Just say Mean Machine. Okay, we're going to break down some statistics starting with the Errol Spence Jr. fight. That fight took place on July 29th, 2023. It finished and ended in round 9 via TKO. Something we don't have to mention is because Bud Crawford is undefeated, you guys already know that he won all of these fights. World rankings into this fight, Bud Crawford going into the EJ fight was number 1, 39-0, and Errol Spence Jr. was number 3 in the world at 28-0. The second fight we're going to look at is that David Avanesyan fight. This fight took place on December 10th, 2022. It ended in a knockout via 6th round. Bud Crawford ranked number 1 in the world. Out of 2,196 welterweights, he fought Avanesyan, the Armenian fighter, who was ranked number 16 in the world. The very next fight, Shawn Porter. That Shawn Porter fight ended in a TKO in the 10th round. Crawford, once again, number 1 in the world. Porter going into that fight was number 2 in the world, welterweight. So something about this so far, EJ's number 3, Avanesyan's 16, Porter's number 2. People talk a lot about resumes and who did he fight. The statistics don't lie, the numbers don't lie. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing this video, to remind everyone that Bud Crawford has been getting thrown the best possible matchups at the time in his career when he fought these guys. Now, the next fight was a bit difficult, the Kell Brook fight, only because he hadn't fought in the division, and the way the BoxRec global world rankings work is if you don't fight in a specific division X amount of times or for an extended period of time, you don't get a ranking. So if we were adding up the means of the rankings, let's say we were taking EJ 3, Avanesyan 16, Porter 2, because Brook out of 2,196 welterweights isn't ranked, we would have to put him at 2,196, and that would misconstrue our statistics, and that's why I'm not adding that up. He was unranked. That fight ended in a TKO via round 4. And the last fight is that aforementioned Egidijus Kavaliauskas fight, Mean Machine, the Lithuanian fighter. Bud won that fight via TKO in round 9. Going into that fight, Mean Machine was 21-0, Bud was 35-0, and Mean Machine was ranked worldwide at 26 overall in the welterweight division. So to recap, EJ was number 3, Avanesyan 16, Porter's number 2, Kell Brook was not ranked, Mean Machine was 26, Bud goes 5-0, knocks all 5 of them out, and remains undefeated. We know he's currently number 1 in the world, and what is he going to do? Move up to 154, 160? Time will only tell. Guys, he is 40-0 and is the number 1 ranked fighter in the world pound for pound. If you want me to do one of your favorite fighters, if you have any ideas on how to expand these videos, I appreciate that feedback. I got this idea from our boxing group on Facebook, Boxing News Today. So I listen and read to the comments, so I appreciate you guys. Let me know all that in the comment section below.